Hey all, my name's Jordan. Today I'll be making a GIF in Adobe Photoshop. The process isn't as tedious as it sounds, and the length of said project is dependent on who you are and what you're creating. A GIF is an animation which is infinitely repeated. There are many ways we can create a GIF, though I found this to be the easiest and most fun way. First of all, you'll need to create an assets list. This assets list includes multiple different layers of which you'll be using to create your animation. Each asset made should be movable. You're not making a GIF out of a still image. For example, I made a gun and a bullet. I've made 4 different layers that can be manipulated to create one frame of animation. These 4 layers consist of the side of a gun, the rest of the gun, the bullet, and the shell of a bullet. If you know how to draw, extra detail should be easier for you. Unlike you, I'm lazy and prefer simplicity. As you can see, each layer can be manipulated to your own will. Each 4 layers will create one frame. So if you want to create a 30-frame animation, you'll need to duplicate these layers 30 times. But hold your horses, we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. I'll show you a technique that makes our lives so much easier. Here's all of our assets on screen. Let's move them around and create the first frame. Now that we have a first frame, we want to duplicate the layers, but only once. Now that we've duplicated the layers, we want to merge the duplicates together. This allows us to create a frame. If you're having a hard time figuring out which frame is which, I suggest naming the layer after the frame. For example, this is frame 1. Now you're probably wondering, why did we duplicate the layers? Well, now we have new assets to play around with. These are needed to create frame 2. Let's hide frame 1, since it's not needed until later on. I'm going to manipulate the layers slightly as to create a second frame. Once we feel the layers are in correct position, we're going to duplicate them again, same as we did when creating the first frame. Then merge the duplicates and rename it to frame 2. This process can be repeated as much as you want until you finish the creation of each individual frame. Do note that more frames will make the animation smoother, but it'll also take more time before you finish said process. Feel free to stop the video so you can finish creating your frames. Once you've finished, we'll begin the next step, creating the animation. You there? Great. Well, unless you're not there and you've left the video running on accident. I'll continue anyways. Let's create the animation. Don't worry, it's super easy. Looking at the top of the screen, click Window. Then move your mouse towards Timeline. This should appear on your screen. In the middle of the timeline, there should be a section that says Create Frame Animation. If it says Create Video Timeline, do not click it. Click the arrow to its right and change it to Create Frame Animation. Once it says Create Frame Animation, feel free to click it. Now direct your attention to the top right corner of the timeline and click the 4 lines. There should be an option that says Make Frames from Layers. Click that. Lastly, make sure the bar at the bottom, the one that allows you to play the animation, says Forever, as it allows the animation to repeat over and over. Now you're basically done. Feel free to change the time of which each frame lasts, and now all you have to do is click File, Export, Save for Legacy, and then save your project wherever you like. There you go, creating a GIF in a few simple steps.